Alright, here we go. Hello everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Rad vlog. And woo, comes the wind. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Give you guys a little night ride. The night rider. Got windy all of a sudden though. Hopefully that's audio's okay. That audio is a bit finicky in this GoPros. I'm also trying out the helmet cam. See how that works out. Anyway, so yeah, episode 2. A couple things I wanted to talk about this week. First being the little rant, if you will. Wow, sorry, it's really, I hardly hear myself talking, so windy. All right, so little rant. I had mentioned in a prior video Bolton E-bikes. They are an e-bike company out of Northern California, and yeah, they sell bikes, they sell parts. They've got a YouTube channel. They do a lot of you know, how-to videos, comparison videos, whatnot. And I think it was last week they posted a video about a battery upgrade that was on sale. It was a really good deal. I was tempted, but this is where the rant comes in. I'm a little apprehensive. Bolton has kind of been doing people wrong a little bit. So back in, I think it was early February, I had ordered the controller upgrade kit for the RadRover from Bolton, and I'd been on a waiting list for months, literally about since, well, not since I first got it, because when I first got it they didn't have the upgrade kit that included the rear tail light, the cable for the rear tail light, dude. And in 2019 they added, the RadRover added the rear taillight, so they're waiting on the new controller. So I was on a waiting list for that, and finally got a notification that they were in, ordered it immediately, and here we are, what, 3 months later? I still do not have it. Which, you know, I understand that the, you know, shipping stuff, especially coming from China, a lot of issues right now. But a couple weeks after that, I ordered, because I was also on the waiting list for the motor upgrade. And again, they both said that they were going to ship mid-April. This was February. I think I did actually get the motor in April. I got a notification, and so when I got the notification for the motor, I was kind of surprised that I hadn't heard anything about the controller. So I emailed them, and it still took about a week, and they finally replied back that you know, the controller had been pushed back, yada yada. Now it didn't look like they were gonna get them until the end of April, early May. So okay, so, but they never sent me any notice. You know, I had to, you know, message them to get that reply. And again, I was kind of miffed that it took so long for them to even get back to me. And so here we are, approaching the middle of May, and I still have not gotten any word from them at all. You know, so that's the only notification. You know, there was no notification that, okay, it's not, you know, I mean, you would think around the middle of April, when it was promised, that you know, if you knew it wasn't coming, you would at least send out a notification saying, nope, sorry, it's going to be pushed back. You know, and then you say it's going to be the end of April, and you know, April's passed, so maybe you should send out another notification. Nope, sorry, we don't know, you know, maybe it'll be later. I mean, it's, you know, just communicate. I mean, I understand that there's issues, but I'm just saying, just communicate. It's very frustrating. You know, a lot of companies won't charge you until something ships. Until you got a shipping confirmation, you got a tracking number, then they'll charge you. You know, you'll show up as like a pending, you know, charge or whatever. No, they charge me day one. The moment I put in that order, I was billed. Orders paid in full. So I would expect a little more customer service, a little better customer service. Or anyway, so a little frustrating. But getting back to what I was talking about with the battery, they had a 52 volt 20 amp hour, which, so compared to the stock battery, which is 48 volt and 14 amp hour, I believe, you know, it's a pretty good upgrade. It does require a bit of tinkering because you have to remove the stock battery mounting plate that goes to the frame, and there's also a plug wire that you have to do. But yeah, you know, I mean, who doesn't want a little more power? And it was basically the same price as, you know, buying a replacement battery from RadRover, which again, those are like never in stock. I'm on a notification list for that too. But you know, again, with the shipping, I knew that if I ordered it, one, I'd be charged right off the gate, so I'd be out $540 or whatever. I think it was $530. It's all sold out by now anyway, so it's, you know, don't go racing to their site or anything. Their site should just be called outofstock.com. Anyway, it was $529 on sale. It's regular like $700 or something, but it was on sale for $530. But then you had to spend another $10 for a little adapter plug to make it work, the connector work with the RadRover. So yeah, and I think the replacement for the stock battery is like $545. So, you know, $5 difference, and you get it's a more powerful battery. And you know, the other cool thing would be that you could still utilize your battery and have both, you know, one more powerful. You could even, you know, I was thinking, because they were saying that, you know, removing the stock battery and putting it in that frame cavity, it comes with like a bag, but that seemed a little sketchy because, you know, where I live, it's a lot of bad weather, and I don't know, I don't really trust my battery just being in a bag. The wire hanging out with no good sealed connections, just like a plastic open connector. I'm sure you could, you know, wrap it somehow, make it a little more weather tight, but anyway, you could utilize both. You could have both batteries. I would have mounted like a temporary mount in my little ammo case in the back for the 52 volt, and just if I wanted to go on a really long exploration type ride, man, it'd be awesome to have them both. But again, it's moot at this point, and I knew that if I ordered it, paid them $540, I wouldn't see the thing probably till the end of summer. They even said on there to expect, you know, 3 to 4 weeks for it to even ship. So I don't know, it's just frustrating. That's my little rant. Use caution if you purchase something from them. You can buy stickers from them. I ordered some stickers, they came here in a few days. But anything else, forget about it. Everything they throw up there is out of stock almost immediately, and you're gonna wait 6 months for it to be in stock again. So anyway, there's my little rant. So another thing, I had my first little hiccup with the bike mechanically last week. Well, aside from the back wheel, talked about that a little bit in my upgrade video, but that really was sort of a culmination of some of my bad, some of their bad. But anyway, could have been avoided had I been paying attention. But about, I guess it was the weekend before last, I started noticing this weird knocking sound coming from, it was hard to pinpoint, but it sounded like it was coming out of the rear wheel. So I thought it was like the hub, maybe hub motor. And then all of a sudden, like last Wednesday, Thursday, started cutting out. Like I would not completely lose power, but I would have no power to the motor. I mean, the display was still working, but yeah, no power. It's just 0 on the watts, and I'd have to turn it off, let it sit, turn it back on. Sometimes do that 2 or 3 times, and it'd finally take off again. And it just started doing it more and more frequently till, like, I think it was last Friday, it just completely shut. I mean, I spent over a half hour pulling connectors apart, trying to clean things. Yeah, I could not, I mean, it just would not start. Well, eventually it did, but it just took forever. And it's weird because after I did all that, it's worked fine. I did hear the knock sound a couple times, and now I kind of think it's coming from the controller, because when you hear the knock, you can kind of feel it coming up through the seat. So it's like it's on that seat post tube. So I don't know what's going on. Again, it's I went on a ride last weekend. It worked fine. I've been commuting all week. I'm actually over 1,600 miles now. It's just past 1,610. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but anyway, yeah. So my first little hiccup, I'll keep you guys up to speed on what happens. It seems to hopefully have corrected itself, but you know, maybe if I ever got that that Bolton upgrade kit, I could get that installed and see if it really was the controller. But I'm thinking it might be the brake. I did read where people had issues with the brake shut-off sensor thing. I don't know how that works, but I might look into that too if it does it again. But again, I think it's something with the controller, because I was making that weird noise. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this little night ride. And you guys got any questions, you know, shoot me a message down in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you. And yeah, hopefully this video turned out all right, and you guys stay rad.